Hey everyone, it's Marcus with the Best Buy blog, and today I'm going to be talking about two of the newest video cards from ASUS. Both of these video cards are GeForce RTX 4060 Ti's, however they are slightly different, and in today's video we're going to talk about what they have in common and where they're different. Alright, so let's start off by unboxing both of these video cards. Okay, so let's start talking about what these video cards have in common. Both of these video cards, like I said earlier, are ASUS 4060 Ti graphics cards, and they share similar features as well as specs. They both come with 8 GB of RAM, they have 4,352 CUDA cores, and they support a maximum of 8K resolution, which comes out to 7680 by 4320 pixels. Now, when it comes to connectivity, both of these cards offer a good range of connectivity options. If you look here, they come with one HDMI version 2.1a, and they have 3 display ports version 1.4a. Both of these connection options are ideal for transmitting high bandwidth and high resolution data to your computer monitors. Now, having this many connectivity options also means that you can connect multiple monitors to your graphics cards. Another piece of hardware that both of these video cards have in common are the Axial Tech fans, which are made in-house by ASUS. Now, according to their website, the ASUS Axial Tech fans are designed to increase downward air pressure, leading to 21% more airflow than traditional GPU fans. These fans also come with dual ball bearing fans, enabling them to last up to twice as long as any other fans. Another thing that these video cards do have in common does come down to their software. ASUS has applications that either are made in-house or have been partnered with the company. The first one we'll talk about here is the ASUS GPU Tweak 3. Now, the GPU Tweak 3 is a software that is made by ASUS, and it allows users to make custom modifications to their video card settings. Using this software, you can overclock the GPU, you can adjust voltage settings, and you can regulate the fan speed. Now, if you're not as experienced with these custom mods, the GPU Tweak 3 software does come with presets that are based on the most popular user settings. In addition to this, you also have the ability to create custom profiles, which can be linked to specific applications. Alright, so let's start discussing where these cards do have some differences. While these cards do share many similarities in their specs and software features, there are a few key differences that are worth mentioning. Let's start off with branding. So, while both cards do come from ASUS, they are marketed slightly different. For example, the ASUS TUF gaming variant does feature built-in RGB LEDs. Right here along the top here is where the LEDs are. Now, these LEDs are compatible with Aura Sync software that is released by ASUS. The cool thing about this software is that you are able to control the RGB LEDs. You're able to control their colors as well as their behavior. Now, when we look at the dual here, there aren't any RGB LEDs. This is just a straight up video card. The next area where these cards are different does come down to their processing speed. So, both of these cards do have similar speeds. However, the ASUS TUF Gaming on the left here has a slightly higher processing speed. It reaches 2,626 MHz out of the box, or if you overclock it, it can get up to 2,655 MHz. On the other hand, the 4060 Ti Dual here has a slightly lower clock speed out of the box here at 2,565 MHz, and if you overclock it, it reaches 2,595 MHz. So not a huge difference in terms of their processing speed, but I thought I would let you all know about that. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about here is pretty obvious from the beginning of this video, and that's their physical size. The ASUS TUF Gaming here is a much larger card, coming in at 300mm by 139mm and 62.4mm, and it has a 3.2 heatsink slot design. On the other hand, the Dual here is smaller, measuring in at 227mm by 123mm and by 49mm. In terms of its heatsink, it has a 2.5 slot design. To conclude the video here, the ASUS TUF Gaming RTX 4060 and the dual RTX 4060 are impressive cards. As two of the latest additions from ASUS in their GPU lineup, both of these cards are fantastic and they offer impressive features both in terms of their software, their specs, and their hardware. They do share a lot in common, including the connectivity options, the supported resolutions, and their supported software. The main differences do lie in their physical features, with the TUF Gaming here having a larger footprint, RGB LEDs, and 3 fans. Additionally, the ASUS TUF Gaming card does boast a slightly higher overall processing speed. Well, that's all for today, everyone. If you'd like to know more about the GeForce RTX 4060 Ti video cards from ASUS, you can check out my full overview on the Best Buy blog. If you'd like to know what else I'm up to, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at PewX31, or on Facebook and here on YouTube at PewX3. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.